guys. Welcome to another episode of the Birdies Podcast, episode 4. And this week we have Woody Steffl, Brandon Luck, and Sam Reed, and of course myself, Troy Carlton. And so Woody was in the first scene of Birdies, playing Dan Conroy, the father Charlie Conroy in the flashback when we went back to the 1970s. Awesome scene where, you pulled out the great wardrobe, some really great facial hair, even some sunglasses that I was like, that might be a little over the top. And then the great car that we've talked about already that just so happened to just start up across the street.
I just want to say what a magical moment that was when the car showed up. I showed up on set with you guys, and I had very little to prepare with, and I threw some wardrobe ideas out to you, and you're like, I like that, I like that. I went into the bathroom, which was basically just 2x4s and plywood with no lighting, and
Twin Pines.
Yeah, Twin Pines. Yeah.
Keeping it real.
Trimmed, shaved up, and by the time they came out, you guys were pulling this car into place that just really set the stage for me. It really got me going, and it was just such an honor to be there for that experience and to share that with you guys.
It was great how that came together in so many different ways. Even better was that scene wasn't in the script the whole time we were shooting. So I remember Woody was emailing me while we were shooting. He's like, I know you said you wanted me to be in this scene. Are there any lines? Like, is there a script? Like, what's the scene? I said, oh yeah, I'll get it to you, man. And I remember explaining it a little, I think, but and I just had to find the time in between shooting and everything else to just sit down and write that scene. But we pretty much knew what the core of it was. It's just him saying, hey man, this is, you're just talking to your super young child and just setting the stage for who Charlie Conroy is or who he would become. Is like, hey, here's this place, man. It's going to be all yours.
Yeah. I remember the conversations we had back and back, and I think there was like this vision or idea that Conroy would always be in the background of like the golf shots or the putting green.
Yeah.
And he would be just like this ghost or reminder.
Yeah.
And that never came to fruition.
Oh man. So, and it still gives me goosebumps. I wanted to do that so bad.
Yeah. That was a fantastic idea. And based on your shooting schedule and all that, it made total sense that you could open this with like a little flashback to when Dan Conroy as a child, and like, here it is. This is your moment. Don't fuck it up. And I just had a ball with it, you know. I felt like it didn't need to go any further than that.
Yeah,
I think it turned out to be a great opening to the story. Yeah, it gave a lot more background than just opening with, Dan popping a beer,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I remember I gave Ryan a ride to the airport, and I was only talking to him about the scene. He's like, oh, you gotta shoot that. That's gonna be like a great scene. So I'm happy that it came together the way it did, because like, you got there and it was just, we were at Ironclad Golf at the front, and then you went in, you shaved, you got the shades on, you got the whole outfit going, and then Louis showed up. Madison brought Louis, and he was in a somewhat retro look, but then we were putting together the sign, the classic Twin Pines sign, and then the old classic car showed up, and it was like, bam, we have this old scene now. Like, we are in the 70s. It was great because, we just pulled this stuff right out of our ass.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Basically, you guys pulled it out of your ass, and I showed up, and I'm just so thankful to be a part of it.
Yeah, well, you had, the right attitude and the right wardrobe and the right everything. You were the guy. So I was very thankful to have you. And I mean, for Madison bringing Louie up because she was in the earlier scene and they came up from Charleston. Um, I think they even stayed in a hotel overnight. And to put a child like that in a film and to let him hear the things that he did and
Hey,
even added something. He added a line. Yeah.
he said, I gotta tell this story real fast. He was just chilling with us. We went over the scene quite a few times, and of course, Woody says, "And don't fuck it up." He says it 5 or 6 times. Out of nowhere, we're already cut, and Louis goes, "How about this time? Whenever he says don't fuck it up, I like hammer a nail or something." But he straight said it like he said the line.
We all died.
Yeah. No, he was like, I think I ought to give him a look. Like, huh?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you got
everybody on set was like, what?
Yeah. It was
I
great.
looked over at his mom. I know Madison well. She's like, I mean, whatever. He didn't miss a beat. He just straight up, hey, when he says don't fuck it up, I want to make a face. And we were just like, he just said don't fuck it up. He's fine.
Yeah. You know what the problem was is I actually stopped recording. Like I hit stop on the camera and he did say he improv some line and I can't remember what it was, but obviously if we had really wanted it or whatever, we would have gone and gotten it again, or maybe we did. But I remember being like, when he did come up with something, I was like, I missed it.
So
the
that
first time.
Nice. I mean, that's great. It breaks the movie right at the very beginning,
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a great first laugh in the scene.
Sets the tone.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then also this week we have the golf jokes anthology. So I've remastered all of the old golf jokes into 15-minute episodes. And we are releasing those on YouTube for free. And it's just a great little seamless episode of life at Twin Pines. All of the old golf jokes stitched into one video, one seamless video. So it's a lot of fun. And it just so happens that Woody's been in a few of the most viral videos that we have. The Wife and the Girlfriend, which has like millions and millions of views. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like at least 20 million. And then that's just the ones that's just the R&R accounts. And then we see it pop up on all these other people have ripped it off and they have millions of views. So there's no way to tell.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Just today, Brandon shared
sorry
one
you've been ripped off so many
like
times.
145,000 times.
Yeah, a friend of mine shot me a screenshot. I said, "That's our joke," and they're like, "Yeah, no, but it's on this guy's page," and it was like shared 144,000, and he had 400,000 followers. That guy.
Holy shit!
Hashtag next time or whatever. No big deal.
Yeah. So our stuff is out there like big time, and that's I guess just what we have to contend with. Awesome content with great actors, and good improv, because that's what we relied on a lot for those golf jokes is. The delivery of the joke itself, which was always pre-written, and then some improv, which was always great because we had good actors.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well, I have to say that working with Devin McGee was really a pleasure. Like you can tell when you're working with a real actor.
Yeah.
When you can feel out characters, you can deal with improv and give and take and listening to each other. Devin McGee, man, he was spot on.
Yeah, Devin kills it, man. He
Yeah.
does a good job. He's had a good career, and he's all about some fun too. It's not about just doing big projects. He flew in and stayed with us for 3 weeks or so, him and Gary, and flew back. But I was like, thanks, guys.
It was me and Gary and Devin in one little 1-bedroom beach apartment in Topsail. And it was a tight squeeze. Devin stayed on an air mattress in the room I was in. And then Gary was on the fold-out couch in the very, very small living room.
That was a tight spot.
Yeah. There was one morning that everybody went out with us at our place, and that wasn't usual because we were way out. And I like kind of stepped down off the bed, and then Ryan was asleep at the foot of my bed. And I was only like, it was a weekend, and I knew Ryan, like he was semi-famous to me before because we found him and I knew his viral videos. So to see that guy, this comedian that I knew from, I was like, this guy's passed out at the foot of my bed on the floor. Oh, this is such a fun experience, man. Just camp birdies.
You had the biggest villain ever from One Tree Hill, Devin McGee, in the same one bedroom with your semi-famous buddy, guy you've been watching for years. So.
Exactly. Yeah. It's so funny, man. Just
celebrity
world.
Little single bedroom place.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But yeah, back when I was just remembering back when we shot those golf jokes with you, Woody, at Beau Rivage, just wanted to, because we went from a couple different clubs, but that was when we were like later in the process after we'd been doing them a couple years. How did you end up in Wilmington?
My ex-wife and I were living in Durango, and we had 2 little kids. Her parents were in Georgia. My parents were in Virginia, and we picked Wilmington as the middle point. And it turned out that Wilmington had a film community. I was like, holy shit, this is the spot.
And you had a degree in theater, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, I had a degree in theater. I wanted to make my way into film and television, and lo and behold, Wilmington came up on the map somehow on a Google search in the early days of the internet, and that's how I ended up here.
So did you know there was a film community before you moved, or you got there and then found it?
Actually,
that's awesome.
We picked a middle spot.
Yeah.
I looked at the map and I saw Wilmington, and then I started researching Wilmington, and I was like, Screen Gem Studios?
Oh, yeah.
Firestarter? Maximum Overdrive?
Let's go to space.
Oh, God. I got to go there. And
yeah, I see. Yeah, got it. So that became the plan.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
And coming this November will be my 20th year in Wilmington, which is the longest place I've ever lived in my entire life. Actually, to this point, it's already the longest place I've ever lived.
Yeah.
So I consider myself a local, I guess.
Yeah, you've been here
absolutely.
At the least, a homeboy.
You've earned it. Yeah.
You moved here in 2004?
2003.
Oh, 2003. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
November 2003.
I think we met 2005. I think you and I did on the big hit show Port City PD, a detective show in Wilmington, North Carolina. Darren, we ran into each other, and we've loved each other ever since.
Yeah, and then we ended up working together in other avenues as well.
Yeah. My dad's company, Darren, worked for probably 4 or 5 years at least, right? 6? I don't know. It was
about 6 years. Yeah.
Yeah. So. But yeah, speaking of the golf jokes, we, this weekend we have our golf tournament in Reedsville, and we're going to be shooting some things.
Oh yeah, we're shooting more golf jokes on Friday. We've got a big weekend coming up, so we're all meeting up, finally converging for our own little golf trip in Reedsville for another tournament of the Birdies Tour. So we arrive Thursday night. We sleep. We don't drink. We immediately go to sleep.
Yes, exactly.
We don't drink anything, and we wake up the next day and we shoot golf jokes all day. And hopefully we'll have time to shoot 9 holes. It's a 9-hole executive golf course, so they have a few par 5s, and they have different tee boxes, so it gives like you can make an 18-hole course out of it. So we're gonna shoot 9. Hopefully after we do some golf jokes. And then we have a comedy show. We got Timmy Sherrill, who was in Yeho and Birdies. He's headlining essentially as a stand-up comedy show. And Reed and Jamie are going up as
Bad comedians.
Is the comedy show happening Friday night or Saturday?
Friday night is the comedy show.
I don't think I realized that. Oh, so the comedy show is Friday night, and then the tournament is Saturday.
Correct.
Yes, and the reason is
we finally figured it out after all.
People have too much fun on Saturday at a golf tournament and get hammered. Everybody, all 100 of us, and then
sleep.
Last year, maybe 40 or 50 showed up for that. This year, she's expecting 100 plus of golf members, and then they have to come the next morning at 10 a.m. because it's our tournament.
Yeah.
That's a good formula.
We did the screening on Friday night last year, and everybody's mostly seen it now. So we're like, we'll do the comedy show. And then on Saturday evening, a little farewell party after the tournament. We're going to grill out at the clubhouse, and we're going to screen a couple episodes of Golf Jokes right there. And then and do a little raffle not a raffle. We're going to have a little 8-person tournament to win a putter ball set. I don't know if you've seen what putter ball is, Woody, but we've done ads for these guys that it's called putter ball. It's called beer pong. It's like beer pong mixed with putting.
I think there was one on set.
There was one on set.
I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah.
So, it looks cool.
Yeah, the guys from You Suck at Golf, which own Putter Ball, they're shipping one to us, and we're gonna do a little tournament just for fun and give it away. And that thing.
Cool.
Yeah, so we got a huge weekend planned, and not only, with the tournament itself, we got a hole-in-one contest, we got a putting contest. There's all kinds of other perks, I guess. You like just long drive contest closest to the pin.
I'm bummed. I'm going to miss all this.
I know. Yeah. Food trucks on Friday. It's gonna be a blast. So.
Yeah, but hey, Woody, we're having another Wild Turkey and tournament at Ironclad November, so you'll be there.
Okay, I can make that one.
Yeah. So Reedsville at Penrose Country Club, right? This weekend.
Is Troy frozen again?
Troy's frozen again.
Every time.
Friday night is a comedy show at Penrose Country Club, and then Saturday morning we're putting on a 60 to 80 man golf tournament. It's our second year there, and it's a great place. Penrose Golf. It's in Yeho's sister Nikki from the movie Birdies, but they welcome us, and we're gonna have the tournament the next day at 10, and then we're gonna show some of our new golf jokes on Saturday night that evening and party down with those guys because it's a good time in Reedsville, North Carolina.
It's a blast. Yeah. Donald Ross designed golf course, 30 minutes north of Greensboro. Yeah, we're going to be out there having a good time, and there's a lot of space. Good rolling hills and moonshine.
Lots of moonshine.
Moonshine, yeah. And then, of course, the Wild Turkey Scramble on November 18th in Hampstead at Ironclad Golf. Twin Pines, we return.
We want to thank Woody for coming out tonight for sure.
Yeah. Well,
it's been a pleasure. It really
one last thing to say, Woody, and maybe you'll be available for this too. There's a screening that we just booked at Django's Playhouse, September 29th. Nice. Friday, September 29th, Birdies will be screening at Django's Playhouse. 7:30 p.m.
I think I will be in town, and I will be available for that.
All right.
Would love to do it. Yeah.
So you're going to try to get a strong representation out there. I think Zach might be hosting could be wrong about that, but Zach is the one who helped line it up with Dan at
I love that. And I'm so bummed that I'm going to miss the tournament this weekend and the comedy show Friday night. These are all great comedians. They're all friends of mine.
Yeah.
But hey, you'll be at the Wild Turkey at Ironclad in Hampstead in November.
Yep. I can do that for sure. Can't wait to see you guys all again.
Yeah. Absolutely. Nice. Well, thanks for getting back involved and always, being willing to help us out. And no, we can't get you in any videos this Friday, but we got to get you in some more golf jokes coming up because you're in the most viral videos we have.
Well, it's
you're social media famous
to be told that. It blows my mind. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I'm always available, man. I love doing little independent stuff. I just like to keep my chops going, even though I'm a full-time worker in the real world. I'm a full-time civilian. I I love acting. I love character development. I love working with great directors and creative people like you guys. So anytime you got some type of opportunity, man, please let me know.
Cool deal, man.
You're the perfect Dan Conroy, and of course we do have plans for him and his character in the sequel. So stay tuned for that.
Dan will be back.
All right.
Birdies
All right. Dan Conroy will return.
Good seeing all you guys.
All right, fellas. Yeah, have a great one. Love you so much.
Everybody,
hope you say it back someday.
Thanks for everybody who's viewing this and listening to this. Cheers to my first so near and so far.
Leave us with a good quote there, Woody.
Don't.
So I jump ship in Hong Kong and make my way over to Tibet, and I get on this course in the Himalayas as a looper. You know, a looper, a caddy, a jock, you know, a looper, a pro jock. So who do you think they give me? But the Dalai Lama himself. The flowing robes, the grace, bald, striking. So we're on the first tee. I give him the driver. He hauls off and whacks one. Big hit of the Lama. Right into a 10,000-foot crevasse at the base of a glacier. You know what the Lama says? Gunga, Galunga. Gunga, Gunga, Galunga. So we finish 18, and he's going to stiff me. And I say, hey, Lama, how about a little something, you know, for the effort? You know. He says, there isn't going to be any money. But on your deathbed, you will receive total consciousness. So I got that going for me, which is nice.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Thank you for leaving us on that perfect performance.
Gunga, Gunga.
And I gotta say that you are confused with Bill Murray more than many people, and Jeff Bridges, right?
I know. I got a lot of reviews.
And Bill Murray, Jeff Bridges and Bill Murray. Yeah.
You know what's funny? Tonight I was at the liquor store, and the guy stopped as he was checking me out, and he looks at me and he goes, I swear I'm looking at Gerard Butler.
Yeah.
Or Russell Crowe.
It's like you're like this. Your face is just changing into all these different famous people.
I'm moldable.
That's awesome.
Bendable, shapeable.
All right, guys. Good catch up.
All right.
We'll see you guys this weekend.
Good night. And good luck. Break legs to everybody who's doing golf jokes this weekend. And good luck to everybody who's whacking balls. And I hope you all have a great time. So thanks for having me tonight. Love to you all.
All right, man. Have a good one, guys.
Later, guys.
Good night.
Bye.